Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at on this beautiful Saturday, well, for me, morning. We're back at the coast. Got an exciting live stream for everyone today. We're going to be taking a look at 3 properties. We're going to be going over interest rates. We're going to be going over mortgage options, market statistics. How's everyone doing? Kind of got some bummer news. One of my favorite bands, local band here in Portland metro area, Floater. They had a big show here in a few weeks that just got postponed. So kind of bummed about that. See if we have any Floater fans in the house. We'll give everyone a minute to show up here. It's funny how quick the market is, the media is, to blow up interest rates, right? Interest rates are falling. The Fed had the first rate cut. It was all great news. We've been talking about it ad nauseum on the stream. But then when rates start to go the other direction, kind of unexpectedly, it doesn't get as big of a boom in the media. We've seen interest rates actually tick up over the last 2 weeks. Kind of surprising. So we'll talk about that. We'll dive into interest rates. We're going to take a look at some loans with the new jumbo loan limit. So we'll cover that in just a minute. Kind of get everyone in here, see how busy we are this morning. I've had a lot of traffic. The channel's starting to get some traction. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. That helps get the channel going. We have some pretty lofty goals for doing some income generating on this stream where we can give that back to our local community here in the form of helping people maybe cover their property taxes, people in need, maybe help some first-time home buyers. So we got some ideas, but in order to get there, we're going to need some more subscribers. All right, let's cover some housekeeping items. Yes, I'm wearing a jacket. It is cold in here. All right. So interest rates. All the interest rates we use on this live stream come from this website, Mortgage News Daily. Mortgage News Daily is my go-to website for all things interest rate related. These aren't interest rates my company are offering. They come off of this website. And I like it because it's not biased. They're not a mortgage company. They don't sell mortgages. They're not sponsored by mortgage companies. So you get a really good idea of a national average on 30-year fixed or on all mortgage interest rates. So you can see we've ticked up from last week, okay? 6.53, we were so close to getting into the 5s on conventional. So 30-year fixed, 6.53. Our FHA and VA loans are now back above 5% into the low 6s, 6.04, 6.06. Jumbo, we just had an increase in our jumbo loan amount, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, 6.6% for jumbos. So I want to look at a chart here, kind of give you guys an idea. Because mortgage companies are attacking refinances like I haven't seen in a long time, like desperately. I'm sure if you have a mortgage right now, you're getting marketed to by your servicer, your email's blowing up, your phone's ringing for refinancing, all based off of the Fed announcement. But we haven't seen a big drop in mortgage rates following the Fed announcement. We saw that all prior to the Fed announcement. The markets knew the Feds were going to cut rates, so it was already baked in. So if we go back to earlier in the year to April, May is kind of when we were at the high point for this year, where Mortgage News Daily had the national average in the mid 7s. And then we come down, we saw a little bit of a slow decline in rates throughout the summer, which was very healthy. A very slow decline, I think, is very healthy. And then you see here, you see our Fed rate cut, where we got down into the 6%. And this is where, low 6%, and this is where refis really started to make sense for a select group of people. These are people that have VA loans, FHA loans, where they can do streamlined refinances. maybe an opportunity for people to take some cash out or consolidate some debt. So it was good for a couple weeks, and then we started to see a jump, and you can see here from last week to this week, it went from 6.24 to 6.53%. So a big jump. Okay. A lot of that has to do with the job reports. There's really good articles if you want to get into why interest rates have jumped up on Mortgage News Daily, so I recommend you check that out. But when you get these crazy letters in the mail, they may look official, they may even look like they're coming from your mortgage company, but they're really not. Be cautious. Go to Mortgage News Daily. You might see somebody offering, 4.99%. But it can be predatory. There can be lots of points in there, built-in costs that you don't necessarily see up front. A lot of these are loss leaders. So work with a mortgage professional you trust. You can always reach out to me and I can tell you what the real story is. But go to Mortgage News Daily. That gives you a really good idea of a national average. Doesn't mean you can't do better than that, but it gives you an idea of trends and where rates are going. Okay. Let's look at some market data. So every time a real estate agent opens a lockbox on a home, that data is collected, and that's what we're looking at here. So you can see lockbox activity in Washington is down 3.4% week over week and down 2.1% week over week in Oregon. Not a huge deal, kind of to be expected. In fact, we've seen this number in the positive direction for the last few weeks, which is kind of abnormal for this time of year. So to see it down 3 and 2%, it's not shocking. Everyone that needed to be in before the end of the school year into a new house is in, and so seasonality, we expect things to slow down a little bit. In fact, I thought we were going to see them slow down a little bit more than we have, and a lot of that has to do with the excitement about interest rates. So it'll be fun to watch this number as we get closer to the holidays and see what happens with our shoppers. This also is a good indicator of demand, right? Supply and demand. We've talked about home affordability a lot in the last few weeks, especially around the election. I don't know if anybody watched the debates, the vice presidential debates, but I'm shocked that, it was talked about a little bit. But home affordability, I think it affects everybody, whether you rent or you own. Home affordability is a big concern right now. And the candidates talked about it a little bit, but nobody had a solid answer. Nobody had a good vision for how to correct or how to make home affordability, how to improve it for people. And I don't have an answer either. I think time has a big part to do with it. But when we're analyzing home affordability, supply and demand, just because rates go down, we've talked about 8 out of 10 potential home buyers have been waiting on the sidelines for rates to come down. So when those home buyers come off the bench into the market, which is probably one of the reasons we've seen this number kind of sustain itself, what's that going to do to our supply if we have more demand? And what's that going to do to home prices? So we've done a lot of speculating on this stream. You can go back and watch some of ours a couple months ago where we did our time machine episodes where we priced out a home if we had bought it in June of this year, and then went ahead a year and kind of did a forecast on what would happen if interest rates continued to fall and we saw values go up, where would we be? So go back and look at those. This data is sent over every week by Gavin Hutkins with Berkshire Hathaway. Very consistent on sending these over to me, so thank you, Gavin. Okay, so on that same supply and demand, this is our local Clark County, Southwest Washington statistics for our market week over week. So last week we had 182 new listings, which is down 11%. Okay, not good. We were, I think that's 2 weeks in a row we were down. Pending sales, 212. So these are homes that went into contract but haven't yet closed. So we technically put more homes in contract than we listed new homes. So not good, right? Listing sold 162, that's up 4%. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how this works the rest of the year. I'm not shocked at the new listings because of the seasonality, but look at that. We put in 212 homes into contract, but we only added 182. So not great for supply and demand, so we'll watch those very closely over the next few weeks. All right, we're going to talk about jumbo loans a little bit today, and we have on the last few streams, but Fannie and Freddie, who set the loan limits for jumbo loans, okay, have increased that limit. And they do this periodically about every year. Sometimes they'll skip a year or two, but it's been pretty consistent every year. They've increased this to help keep up with the market, help home affordability keep up with the market. So a jumbo loan could be a jumbo loan for several reasons. The main reason is it exceeds the maximum loan amount that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac will guarantee. So it no longer meets their guidelines. So we're having to go to a private investor to finance that loan. It was $766,000. Starting January 1, it's $802,650 for a one-unit home, okay, single-unit home. Duplex, triplex, fourplex, you can see it goes up to $1 million, 1.2, 1.5. Our company is honoring these now, starting now, so you don't have to wait till January to take advantage of the higher loan limits. But this is good to see. As home prices increase, more people will qualify for those higher loan amounts. And it's not just interest rate, but it's terms, right? We're talking about being able to put 5% down instead of 20. Being able to do things like a temporary buy down or a 2-1 buy down, which we've covered. If that term goes over your head, we've covered it on a lot of episodes, and we will in the future too. So it just gives a lot more options to people that are in that higher price range. And we're going to look at a home where we take advantage of maxing out this $802,650 today, and then we're going to take a look at a jumbo loan right after. So we'll look at both so you guys can kind of see the difference. Okay, housekeeping over. Chat's awful quiet this morning, that's okay. You guys ready to look at some homes? The sun is blaring in here. It was cloudy this morning, super bright in here now. Okay. So I found all these this morning. A lot of times I like to have real estate agents feature listings. I'm kind of on this stream figuring out what kind of listings I want to show, and I like compelling, cool homes. So I found these three this morning. We'll go back to having the real estate agent send them over next week, but I thought I'd pick a couple out today. I'm looking at these for the most part for the first time with you. I have done a little bit of research just to prepare for the stream, but as far as the pictures and stuff, I haven't looked at them yet, so we get to look at them together for the first time. We're going to start in Ridgefield. We're actually going to start in downtown Ridgefield, which is a very cool, historic little downtown right on the Columbia River. There's a boat launch to put you right there, right where the Columbia River and Lewis River meet. 413 North 1st Avenue in Ridgefield. 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,086 square feet. Now we've done a couple of these vintage homes recently. Here's one built in 1920. So when I'm looking at an historic home like this, 105 years old, 104 years old, and I see 2,086 square feet, there's a couple things I start to think about is that square footage accurate? And we're going to look, I don't know if it is or not. And what I mean by that is a lot of these older homes will have an unfinished basement where somebody will go in and finish it, and then they add that square footage in. And that square footage isn't technically calculated the same. So we'll look and see, is this home truly 2,086 square feet, or is some of that square footage in a basement? So we'll look at that. This home is listed by Ricardo Rodriguez at Realty One. And you can see down here on the map where it's located. So if you're coming in from the freeway, you're going to take Pioneer Street west until you get to a four-way stop. Right off of Main Street, you're going to find this home. Richfield, I haven't looked lately, but I believe it's still the fastest growing city in the state of Washington. We just got a Costco, really nice Costco. In-N-Out is going in, Panda Express, McDonald's is going in. We have added a grocery store, a really nice little strip mall complex with some restaurants, bars. And then the historic downtown Richfield is doing a lot. Renee Surface, one of my former co-workers, is converting the famous church down there into a bar, so that'll be really cool. So really kind of seeing Richfield get updated. So let's take a look at the description here. Elegant, inviting, and beautifully maintained. Have a seat in the front patio deck. Fully fenced yard. Engineered hardwoods, wainscoting, a wood-burning fireplace, and 9-foot ceilings. So I'm excited to see the 9-foot ceilings in this home. You know, when you get into these older homes, sometimes you get those 8-foot ceilings. Okay, it's been thoughtfully put together to combine the new and olden times. Upgrades include new electrical panel, new wires. Now, is that wires the whole house, or is that just the electrical panel? New water line from the city main, that's good. New quartz countertops, refinished kitchen cabinets, stainless steel appliances, new light fixtures, as well as historic ones. 2 tiled bathrooms, refinished clawfoot tub, new heavy-duty rear deck. There's a hot tub, garden boxes, fire pit, detached garage and workshop. Pride in ownership. All right, let's take a look at some pictures. Okay, so there's our fully fenced yard. Looks like fresh paint, looks like a newer roof. Don't see that detached garage, might be in the back. Okay, so nice curb appeal. It wouldn't take a lot to come in here, clean up that landscaping a little bit, put some fertilizer on the ground there, and you see if you drove down the street in Richfield, you'll see a lot of these homes being freshened and updated. It's 5 years from now, it's going to be a very, very highly desirable, kind of like downtown Camas. So I think you could do just a little bit of elbow grease and really, not that it's bad, but you could clear some of that landscaping up and really let the home shine a little bit. There's our nice front patio. I like the molding around the windows on the outside. Lots of character here, right? Craftsman style. Okay. So we come in from the front door right into our living area. Nice big window here, natural light. Love the cove ceilings. I like the engineered hardwoods. I think those are the same floors I have in my house. Okay, there's our wood burning fireplace. I like how the room's not square. Very nice mantle around the fireplace, lots of character. Ceiling fan. Good morning, details. Yeah, those ceilings are awesome. You know, and a home like this too is really something special in Richfield. Richfield does have a lot of older historic homes like this, but they also, being the fastest growing city in the state of Washington, are inundated with new construction, cookie cutter homes, for better or worse, okay? So it's nice getting away from the 300 D.R. Horton homes and having something with some character. Especially at this $575 price point, you know, for a starter home for a family that doesn't want to be in one of those Edward Scissorhand neighborhoods. This is an awesome choice. Okay, so here's our dining area, huge window. Love the ceilings here. And you know, when you see updated fixtures, that can mean a lot of different things to different people, but this looks straight out of a Pottery Barn catalog, right? And these aren't cheap to get some of these higher end fixtures. And I do see that mix of historic fixtures and modern fixtures. I think it looks very nice. We do have a register in the floor here, so that tells me that this has central air. Very cool ceilings. All right, so off the dining room into our kitchen, exposed beam. Love the tile backsplash to the cabinets. Okay, so the description said these are refinished cabinets. They look really nice, painted white, new. You can tell they put new hardware on. Two-tone cabinets with that farm sink. It's a really nice kitchen. Okay, we got French doors out to the back deck. Wow. Lots of storage. Love this countertop here. Looks like there's a wood countertop. Love it. Cabinets to the ceiling with little storage cubbies. It's a very nice touch. So definitely probably original cabinets, but updated the right way. So painted, new hardware. They put in lights under the cabinets. Very nice. All right. So this looks like an office area, maybe a bedroom. Bathroom with the wainscoting. Again, updated. Very nice. Love the brass. So I think with that description, this is an original tub that they've refinished. All right, so this looks almost like Jack and Jill, right? You can see that office area, which I think is considered a bedroom. Then we have our bathroom in between the two rooms, and then here's bedroom number 2. Am I dating myself with the Edward Scissorhands reference? All right, sunroom. Awesome. Big bank of windows. Looks like they have a built-in bench here. What an awesome spot to read, to hang out. And I would imagine that this square footage is included in that 2,086. Okay, I'm gonna say this is a basement. Our windows are kind of up high. We have our wood burning fireplace. So I'm gonna say they are including basement square footage in the home, but look at this. This is very nice. They brought those hardwood. Those look like original hardwoods. Those aren't the engineered hardwoods. So built-in niche for the TV. Awesome daylight basement, nicely done. This feels like more living space, not just a daylight basement. And I'm gonna say there's a lot of square footage down there. Okay, so upstairs we noticed 2 bedrooms. One was being used as an office, then we had the second bedroom. I was wondering where the 3rd bedroom is, and it's in the basement. And then there's our second bathroom in the basement. Utility room, very nicely done. Here's our back deck coming off the kitchen. We do have a little covered area. Very nice backyard, gardening area. And is that a shop or is that our garage? Let's see if Might just be a shop or shed area. The description said detached garage, but I don't really see it in the pictures. So if anybody goes and looks at this home, put in the comments if there is a detached garage or if they're considering that shed a garage right here. It's hard to tell. There could be a garage door on this other side. It's very hard to tell. All right, let's look at some numbers. Okay, so I put three basic options together, nothing too crazy. The first is FHA, great for somebody getting started in home ownership, but not necessarily exclusively for first-time home buyers. This is not a first-time home buyer program. Allows lower credit scores, higher debt-to-income ratios, lower down payment as low as 3.5%, which is what we're using here. So here's our purchase price at $575. 3.5% down brings our loan amount to $565,140. Interest rate 6.40. Again, pulling it right off the Mortgage News Daily national average. It was so much fun to see FHA at 5% while it lasted. We'll get back there, don't worry. Then I did 10% down, so $575 and make our loan amount $517. Interest rate 6.53 on a conforming 30-year fixed as opposed to the FHA at 6.04. And then I did 20% down at 6.53. Let's look at a payment breakdown on these three. Principal and interest on the FHA, $3,402, $3,281 with 10% down, and $2,916 with 20% down. Property taxes on this home are $297 a month. Homeowners insurance, probably around $75, depending on which insurance company you choose and what coverages you elect. Okay, mortgage insurance. We talk about mortgage insurance a lot on this stream. Mortgage insurance does nothing for you other than allows you to put less than 20% down. FHA will have mortgage insurance for the life of the loan. They have two forms. This is the first. It's monthly mortgage insurance at $253 a month. Not a big deal right now in this market. We're getting a better interest rate going with FHA. We're putting less down. Yes, I have $253 a month in mortgage insurance, but I'm not keeping this loan forever, right? We have to be comfortable with the payment for the life of the loan because refinancing is never guaranteed. But with the trend in interest rates, I see us keeping this loan 18 to 36 months, somewhere in there. And then we're coming in and refinancing, possibly removing that mortgage insurance and lowering our rate. So $253. So if we add those numbers together on FHA, we get a total payment of $4,027 a month. How does that number sit with you? If you would have locked in your interest rate 2 weeks ago, what impact would that have? You might be $40, $50, $60 less a month. If we put 10% down, our mortgage insurance, which will eventually go away, $150 a month. So even though our interest rate is slightly higher, we're putting a little bit more down. Total monthly payment, $3,803. And if we are going to roll over some equity maybe from a sale of a home, and we're going to put 20% down, there's no mortgage insurance, and our payment's down to $3,300, $3,288. If we look at closing costs or cash to close, here's our down payment amounts. Closing costs are going to be around $36.91. I don't have any points built in here because we're using the national average without points on Mortgage News Daily. FHA does have an upfront mortgage insurance premium. This is that second form, $10,265. This gets financed into your loan, so it's not something you're paying out of pocket. And when you do refinance, a prorated portion of that will come back to you. Prepaid taxes, insurance, and interest. This starts your escrow impound account that'll pay your tax bill and your insurance bill on your behalf with the funds you deposit in there each month as part of your payment. Those are gonna be around $5,000. So total cash to close, $28,816 on FHA, $66,191 with 5% down, and $123,691 on 20% down. We could ask the seller to pay our closing costs for us, and in fact, I probably would recommend starting there from a negotiating standpoint. And we could have them pay all of our closing costs, so we would be coming in with just our down payment if we structured it that way. Okay. What do you guys think? It's gotten awful bright in here. Let's see if I can fix that really quick. Oh, too dark. Okay. All right, you guys ready for home number 2? What'd you think of that? Do you guys like how I always kind of throw in some of these older homes? You know, we are out at the coast at our house out here, and it was built in 1890. So I kind of have a little bit of a thing for older homes. How great was that home as far as being remodeled and up to date? Talk about a 105-year-old home that's move-in ready. You don't need to do anything except maybe that landscaping out front. All right, let's go to our second home. How we doing on time? 9:31, good. And we're gonna try to hit 3 homes if we have time today. Home number 2. Okay, I'm excited to look at this one. Again, I haven't really dove into these homes much other than the data, so we'll be looking at these for the first time together, listed by Stacy Decker. All right, so this is a log home in La Center. First of all, props to the real estate agent for really tricking out their Zillow page. Listed at $922,500. We're at 38514 Northeast 135th Avenue in La Center, Washington. 4 beds, 3 baths, 2784 square feet. Built in 1987 on 5 acres. So 5 acres in La Center for under $1 million. All right, let's see what Stacy has to say. You know, props to Stacy. Sometimes it's so hard to find the listing agent info on the Zillow page, but it's locked in. It's pinned to this side. So no matter where I go, her info is right there. So I don't think I've ever met Stacy, but I'm gonna call her this week and introduce myself. All right, log cabin love. Rustic charm meets modern luxury. Experience this perfect blend of charm and modern convenience. It's a very long description, so we'll skim through. Okay, hand-hewn logs. I'm assuming that those are hand-cut, done logs. Wood-burning stove meets state-of-the-art technology, nestled among old-growth firs while perched high on the sun-drenched 5-acre property. Both unparalleled privacy and stunning views. Work remotely with ultra-fast DSL internet. Property includes a private pond fed by Mason Creek and 2 alpacas. Hold on, this property includes 2 alpacas. We're gonna have, I've never seen livestock built in, at least around here, maybe in other parts of the country, but never seen livestock built into the listing. Oh, and they even have the names. The 2 alpacas are Lila and Georgia. Nearby schools. All right, my wife is watching. We're big Bert Kreischer fans. He's a stand-up comedian. Isn't his 2 daughters named Lila and Georgia? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that those are Bert Kreischer's daughters. I wonder if there's any connection. All right. Nearby schools in Battleground, La Center school districts. Just renovated chef's kitchen, marble quartz counters. Tesla solar panels include $7 a month annually to electrical savings. That's cool. Top floor primary suite, private balcony, double sinks, remote controlled skylights. That'll be interesting to look at. 3 additional bedrooms and versatile lower floor family room provides plenty of space to create new memories beneath exposed timber ceilings and massive stone chimney that extends through all 3 levels. Recharge on the cozy covered deck with 5-person jacuzzi spa. Additional features include a 24x48 heated and cooled shop. Please don't say barn anywhere on here. I can already see my family getting excited. Spa, jacuzzi. Stable with hay, storage, and fenced garden beds. Winter sipping coffee. Okay. Holy cow, it's a good description. Let's look at some pictures. So are we starting out in the kitchen? Okay. I don't know where we're at in order here, but there's some good aerial shots of the property. So you can see the solar panels. When we're done, we're going to look at the map and see exactly where this is. It's a sweet lot. Okay, now we're in the kitchen. Looks like we're on picture 48. That's weird how it started on picture 48, so we'll kind of go out of order, but that's okay. But man, how cool are log cabins, log homes? So there's our quartz countertops, updated kitchen, beautiful. I mean, the star of the show is the ceilings and walls, right? The logs. God, isn't that cool how those cabinets are sunken into the logs? Very cool. Okay, so there's our stone chimney. Looks like we are downstairs, wood burning stove. I'm guessing this is a guest bedroom with, look at that balcony off the guest bedroom with French doors, cedar ceilings. Okay. Here's our entry. Very nice vaulted ceilings. Okay, I see a heat pump. So we have ductless AC heater unit, wood burning stove, hardwood floors. I can almost smell it. Can't you guys smell that cabin smell? Dining area, very awesome character in the archway there. There's our kitchen again. Okay, we are dealing with an electric stove. Not a big deal. Little breakfast nook. How cool is that? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not a breakfast nook. That's a powder room. So many logs in here. It's kind of hard to. So yeah. So there's our powder room. Nice and updated office area. So this must be our primary bedroom upstairs with the balcony. Looks like maybe 4 skylights. Very cool. Nice size room. Very cool shower. So now we're downstairs in the living area. Looked at some of these already. Okay, so here, I think this is 4 bedrooms, right? Yeah, 4 bedrooms. So here's bedroom number 2. Guest bath. Bedroom number 3. Wow, look at that deck. Oh, there's Georgia and Lila. All right, this must be that shop they were talking about here on the right. I hope there's pictures of it. There's our pond. Okay. Oh, very cool. Not a ton of pictures of that shop. Okay, let's go look at the map. I want to see how deep in the center we are. All right, we're pretty deep in the center, just outside of Amboy. What do you guys think? Probably 20 minutes to the freeway from there? Morning, Gavin. Told my wife about, thank you, Gavin Huckins. Oh, Gavin removed his message. Sounded like Gavin's wife had already written an offer on the house, maybe. This is right up Gavin's alley. Okay, let's look at some numbers. 13% down, max conforming. Cody, why did you put 13%? It's kind of a weird number. So if we put 13% down, our loan amount is $802,650, and if you missed the first part of the stream where we covered the changes in conforming loan limits. So the new conforming loan limit starting in January, my company's offering this now, $802,650 from $766. Oh, the alpacas sold your wife. That's smart. It's kind of like Cue the Deer in that Chevy Chase movie. Cue the Llamas. All right, so $802,650 is our new conforming loan limit. So it allows us to put a little bit less down and stay away from the jumbo loans. Okay, let's go back here. So $802,650 is our loan amount. 6.53 is our interest rate, pulled off of Mortgage News Daily. We'll take a quick look. So on the first property, I'm going through this fairly slowly. On these second and third properties, I'm going to go through this a little bit faster because a lot of it's repeat. Principal and interest, $5,089. Property taxes, $508, which really isn't bad on that home for 5 acres. Homeowners insurance around $100 a month. Mortgage insurance, $113. We get a total payment of $58.10 for 5 acres with 13% down. Inland Center. Yes, thank you very much for the hint there that it does look like it'd be fun for horse riding. I thought I saw somewhere in there that it said stables, but I didn't see any in the pictures, so this might be worth going out and looking at. Wouldn't it be fun if we did a mortgage Hound open house where we invited everybody from the stream to show up at the house at the same time and do one big tour? That might be kind of fun. You know, and that's a good point too. When you look at those pictures, there's a lot of timber in there that could probably be cleared out if you did want to put a little riding arena in. But just being Inland Center, you are very close to a lot of different boarding and riding facilities. So it could be something where you ride at one of the local boarding and riding facilities. But then you can bring your horse home for the winter or something like that. So we'll see. Okay. So 5810, if we put 20% down, and to be honest, a lot of people are going to be coming in here with more than 20% down, right? They're selling their home, rolling over the equity, but just for fun, we did 20% down here. Principal and interest $46.79, property taxes $508, homeowners insurance $100, $52.87. This brings up my good rule of thumb. For every $10,000 more you put down, more or less you put down, or more or less your loan amount is, for every $10,000, you can expect it to impact your payment by roughly $60 a month. So if we were to put an extra $100,000 down, we'll be looking at saving about $600 a month. So just keep that in mind. If you ever want me to run a scenario on one of these homes or home that you found, just reach out to me. All my info's in the description, and I'd be more than happy to put one of these together custom for you. If we look at closing costs, $119,850 down at 13%, $184,500 for 20%. Closing costs, $36.91, prepaids around $6,000. Total out-of-pocket expense, $129,541, $194 for the 20% down. So there's two options. For your own little piece of paradise. All right. How fun was that house, right? See what happens when I pick them out? I always pick out the good ones. All right, how are we doing on time? Do we have time for one more? Do we have any 947? We're going to go through one more quick, okay? Do we have any horse betting fans? Anybody watch the Preakness and the Kentucky Derby? And do you pick your horses based off the name? Okay, I kind of did that this morning. Okay, we're going to Brush Prairie. 18617 Northeast Peaceful Drive. How would you like to live on Peaceful Drive? Listed at 1.395, we'll call it 1.4, 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,900 square feet. Really got some good curb appeal. Again, I haven't looked at the pictures yet. We're gonna go through this one ultra fast, lightning round. 2,900 square foot, single level residence on a 2.5 acre parcel in Brush Prairie, combines modern and luxury, timeless, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, entertainer's dream, 1,200 square foot outdoor living space, fireplace, bar, built-in barbecue, griddle, mini fridge, chef's kitchen inside, quartz countertops, an island with integrated eating bar, vaulted ceilings, striking wood beams, white oak floors. That'll be fun to look at. Primary suite, walk-in closet, spa-inspired ensuite bath. Heat pump, furnace, 1 year old, an electric air filter, and Wi-Fi thermostat. Meticulous landscaping. Circular driveway, pretty cool. Water feature. 3-car garage, newer roof 2020. Minutes from downtown Hawkinson School, yet perfectly situated to offer privacy. All right, who listed this house? Michelle Beal. Okay, let's look at some pictures. All right, awesome curb appeal, brick. See the circular driveway, nice front patio. Kind of a timeless exterior, right? So you can tell it's going to age well. All right, so here's our exposed beams, white oak floors. Dining area. Wow, what a great room. Gas fireplace. Nice little wet bar. Okay, we're at 1.4 million, guys. Do you think this feels like a $1.4 million home yet? I would say it's very nice on the inside. I think that our money shot's going to be the outdoor living space and the 2 acres and the landscaping. Very nice in the front. Looks like tile all the way to the ceiling behind that wet bar. The cabinets are nice, nothing special here. Yeah, I don't know if I like those cabinets. You guys like the cabinets? Black with brass hardware? Maybe if it was more of a matte black instead of a glossy black. I picked these listings out so I can say what I want, right? But the counters are very nice. Like I don't think those are hardwood floors. They look like engineered hardwoods, but I could be wrong. Those exposed beams, I think those are faux beams. Those aren't really exposed beams, I think. Look at this living space. Very cool 3-panel farm door sliders. I like that. Okay, this looks like our primary. Some interesting choices here, right? We'll have to go back and see when this home was built. But different flooring, different countertops, different cabinets. You know, for 1.4 million, I expect all 3 of my light bulbs to work. You know, maybe a nicer mirror. Okay, I'm guessing this home has been updated because that's kind of a dated tub. Better number 2, or are we still in the primary? Okay, very nice bathroom in here. Office area. Guest bath. All right, take it all back. Look at this outdoor living space. Very nice. Kind of just let the pictures talk for themselves. This is beautiful. Look at that wood burning fireplace. God, how much fun would that be? Nice big yard. All right, I can live with the black cabinets if I get to have this outdoor living space. Three-car garage. Man, beautiful. What a beautiful lot. Looks like a golf course almost. Looks like you have room to build a big shop or whatever you want. Parking lot, riding arena. Okay. I love Hawkinson Brush Prairie. Numbers. We're just going to hit the summary here because we are way over on time. Jumbo loan. We're putting 20% down. Loan amount would be 1.116. Interest rate 6.6 on the jumbo loan. Our payment would be $78.82 with a little shy of $300,000 cash to close. So obviously somebody's probably putting more than 20% down in this scenario. But there you go. Thank you so much for sticking through this little extended version of the live stream this morning. I appreciate everybody. If you haven't liked, subscribe, tell your friends. All those great things. We'll be back next week. If If you have any listings you'd like to see or homes you'd like to see featured or ideas or something to help make the stream more exciting, appreciate any feedback. You guys are awesome. Go do something fun. Enjoy the beautiful weather. We will see everybody next week. Goodbye.